Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. This is Bright Moon, and in this video I wanted to talk to you guys about what you could potentially make as a dispatcher. First, I want to talk about fixed rates versus percentages. So some people might charge like 8%. I would suggest if you're a new dispatcher, you want to start out a little bit lower if you don't really have the expertise, you don't really have it down pat, and you don't really offer more than just finding loads. You know, for them, I would suggest to start off at a lower end, but a fixed rate would be like maybe $300, $450 a week, depending on how much experience you have. And the percentage would be like 8%, 5%, like I said. Let's talk about if you charged a flat rate. Let's say your flat rate is $450 a week, and that's with one truck. So it's $450 a week per truck. Imagine if you have a carrier that has 2 trucks and you're dispatching both of those trucks. That would be $900 in 1 week. Just think about it, like most people get paid every 2 weeks. If you got $900 in 1 week, that's $1,800 every 2 weeks. So most people work about 80 hours at their job. Some people have to do overtime to get that amount of money. I know the last call center I worked at, I definitely had to get overtime in a 2-week span to meet that. So dispatching 1 or 2 trucks will take a lot less time than 80 hours a week in my experience. But let me just be honest, some loads can be booked in minutes, and some loads you might find that it might take you hours to book that load. You know, it's give or take, but I don't think I spend 80 hours in a week looking for loads for 1 truck or 2 trucks. You know what I mean? It's definitely not gonna take that much time. Before I got into dispatching, I was making like $900 every 2 weeks. With overtime, I would get up to like $1,100 every 2 weeks. And that's 90 hours plus to get less than what you can make off 2 trucks in 1 week. But let's look at it from another direction though. Let's say if you want to charge a percentage per load instead of a flat rate. New dispatchers usually charge about 8%. Actually, when I started, I charged 8%. That's where I'm at. I'm actually, because of the market right now, thinking of doing competitive rates like a flat rate of maybe $400, $450 a week. Let's say you book a load from Seattle to Indiana. I've seen this personally go for about $7,500, maybe $8,000, you know, depending on the time of the year, what's going on, how heavy the load is. Just to explain, the $8,000 is for the entire truck, and you get your percentage of that $8,000. $8,000. 8% of $8,000 is $640. 8% of $7,500 is $600. If you are charging 5% and you just booked a load for $8,000, you get $400 for that load, for that 1 truck. And that's in 1 week. And your driver actually might be able to get in another load right after that. So you might actually be able to make even more money at the end of the week, depending on whether your driver, are they a solo driver or a team driver? So you could make even more money. So anyway, I want to show you guys some screenshots to show you what I was getting at peak season during the end of 2021. Just 1 truck, 1 week. I'll insert that here in the video just so you can see the proof. I'll even put during the slower seasons, I'll put what I even make from 1 truck in 1 week. You should see that pop up on the screen somewhere around here, hopefully, if I know what I'm doing. And that's in 1 week. 1 week, you guys. But let's talk about competitive pay. Let's talk about being competitive, because right now we're in what's called a soft market. Long story short, shippers aren't paying what they used to. So whereas that $7,500, $8,000 load that I was seeing at the time for that much, in the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing people offering like $3,300 for that. So that's what I mean by things change in the market. You also have to understand that as a dispatcher, and even as a new owner operator, if you're coming into this business, just keep that in mind as well. So anyway, let's talk about competitive pay. A lot of business people run their businesses on fixed costs to succeed. And this is no different from owner operators and truck drivers. And believe it or not, sometimes they can be penny pinchers just like some of us regular folks can. because, you know, they like to know exactly how much money is going in and out of their business every week. So if you offer a fixed rate per week, you might have a better chance, new dispatcher, you might have a better chance at getting chosen if you feel like you're calling these carriers and you're telling them your price and you're like 10% and they're like, nah, I'm good. Because like I just told you, that $7,500 that is now like $3,300, $4,000, people can't afford it right now. So you may have a better chance at getting chosen because people know exactly how much is going in and coming out of their business every week, every month, whatever. So let's think about it from $350 a week. I think that's pretty good. I'll be honest, I'll say I've seen people do like 300, but they didn't really they offer minimal service. But let's think about it from $350 a week. Per truck, if you have 2 trucks, that's $700 a week and $1,400 bi-weekly. And your time is freed up, like you can do it from home. Like a lot of the times I'm in my bed, I'm a homebody. I do a lot of this stuff from in my room, in my bed. So, I mean, I'd much rather be doing that at home than like working for a corporation where they don't care about you. I'm in my own space. I'm comfortable here. I have been on vacation doing this as well. In a bed, on vacation, at dinner, trying to book loads. You know what I mean? So it's definitely worth it. And when I say we're in the soft market right now, earlier in the video, I do want to clarify. Hopefully it's not going to stay like this. You know, it picks up usually during holiday season. It's one of the big ones. But if you are coming in as a new dispatcher, just a real quick disclaimer, just keep in mind, if you are coming in as a new dispatcher, you are going to be a rock star. When the market does, when it tightens, is what trucking terms, when the market does tighten, you're going to be like a rock star. Like it's going to be smooth sailing for you because there'll be way more loads and probably way less trucks. A lot of people are going to give up right now because it's a soft market. I'll be honest, it's a lot of people coming into the business right now. So, but you know what? I'll get into that later on. But if you are new and inexperienced, the reason to be charging 8% out of the gate, just my own advice, just have a good reason for that. Because I just want you to be coming with more than I have good paying loads. Like I have top paying loads. I need you to be doing more. If you're, you know, charging 8%, look into extra value you can add and look into extra things that you can do to save them time. Look into other things to do for them, as well as dispatching and talking to brokers and stuff for them. Look into some add-ons for your business that you can do for them. If you have a CDL, I mean, offer load recovery. Go pick up loads for them. You know what I mean? Like if something happens, if the IFTA, that's a tax that they have to do every year. I don't do that personally, but help with factoring. I say help with factoring, I mean upload the documents up to their factoring company so that they can actually get paid quicker if they have a factoring company. Do back office organizations in a way that they can actually see all of their paperwork on Google Drive, like, or whatever other service that you find. But you know, I just wanted you to see that this is something you can do as a business and be successful with it. And it actually is pretty good money, especially if you have multiple trucks. And I wanted to tell you guys, once you start calling people, cold calling, and you're nervous to call them, and you're afraid about what they may say, oh, I already have a dispatcher or whatever, check out this book that I just put out, and it's only $7.99, so check that out. And if you have any questions or you want to talk, check the description box below, because I do 30-minute or 1-hour consultations as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.